What is up, guys? Rob here at Bob Evans Classics. If you like classic cars, please hit the subscribe button. You can see all of our new inventory as we get in every week, and you can watch me and Chris go out and chase classic cars. Please subscribe today. We'll see you then. Let's go. What is up, guys? Rob here at Bob Evans Classics. Got a Mopar here for you today. 1968 Plymouth Fury. We're going to do a full walkthrough of the vehicle so you know exactly what you get before it shows up at your doorstep. We offer shipping all over the US and even international. We're going to go over the good, the bad, and the ugly. Guys, before we get started, please hit the subscribe button. If you want to see all of our classic cars, hit that subscribe button. And also, continue to follow us. Please support our page as we go out and buy classic cars. We'll chase them down, and then we sell them. You get to see both angles from our channel. This is a 1968 Plymouth Fury. It's got a 383 big block under the hood. It's paired with an automatic transmission. Got power steering on this one. Air condition. This is a driver quality car. It's not perfect by any means, but it checks a lot of the boxes. Overall, it's a nice, clean car. We'll go ahead and start with the driver's side door. We'll do a paint test on it. Look at the paint. The paint shines well. You can see my reflection in it. I would say the paint is probably 6.5 to a 7 out of 10. It's not showroom quality, but you often hear me say this on our videos. Again, a nice cut, polish, and buff would do this vehicle very good justice. Paint shines well. Like I said, it's about a 6.5, 7 out of 10. Not perfect. You can see my reflection. The door has no dings on it, no dents, no rust. It's in good shape. Same thing like with the rockers. They look good. Body lines look nice and straight. On this side, this body line looks straight as well. The paint shines good. It's more of a greenish blue. I know in the video it looks blue, but in person it looks a little bit more greenish teal color. Just so you guys have an idea of the color. Gap in the door is nice and even throughout. Closes too well. We can try a little bit lighter. And the door closes very well. Gap on this side is also very nice. It gets a little tight down here, but the rest of it is nice. Up on the roof is in good shape. No visible flaws that I can see. Glass is in good shape here. This window goes down easy with no issues. I'll point it out now in case I forget. The other window, you need to give it a little love to get it up. It likes to come off track. So the track is getting wore out. VIN numbers here, it all matches the title nice. Dash pad's in good shape. You can see up here, you can see it perfect. Windshield has no cracks, no dings in it, nothing. Going over to this fender, fender's in good shape. Clean underneath, there's no rust here or anything. And like I said, you can see a pretty good reflection through it, and it's nice. I don't see any flaws, any visible flaws that I can see with my eyes. Looks like a little overspray here. The bumper I would recommend to replace. As you can see, you got some pitting in here. That would be nice if you pull this bumper off. Put a new bumper. That would really make this car look beautiful. The lights are showing also a little age to them. I think the thing to make this car real nice, put a bumper on it. I would change out those lights, put new lights on it. That's just what I would do to make it look beautiful, make it look newer, because the rest of the car is real nice. Let's see the hood. This gap is nice and straight. Okay, so it gets a little bit tighter up here, and you could see at some points probably had some rubbing, but right here it gets a little tight as opposed to this side here. You have really nice gaps here that are nice and even. So the hood's off a little bit tighter on this side. Moving on to, well, before we move on, let's check the tire over here we missed. The tire is in great shape. It's got plenty of life. You can see my fingers right in them. Cap is in decent shape. Maybe that's another thing I would do. And definitely black out these wheel wells. That's another thing that needs to be done on this car. Moving on to this tire. Tire's in the same shape as the other one, and the same thing. Black all that out would be wise, but it's all solid. I don't see any rot or anything. Moving on to this fender. Fender's in good shape. No visible flaws. You got a little ding here, but that's about it. Nothing down here. Gap of this door is nice and even, the way it's supposed to be. Look on this side. Now it looks like at some point maybe we had a little water in here. It's not terrible, but I don't see rust or anything, but it looks like a little water damage. A little moisture's probably getting in. This glass is in good shape on this side. Roof is also in good shape. Nothing, no flaws. I don't see anything there. I don't see any kind of Bondo on this car. So far, so good. We'll give it the door test. See how this door closes. Door closes fine. And the rest of the door is in good shape. Now, one thing I do notice, and it's hard to see, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's a dent here. And the dent is right on this body line. I think a suction cup would be able to get that. You can't see it a whole lot in the camera, but it's like right here. It's a little divot. Suction cup that out and it should pop right out. Again, quarters in good shape. No rust, nothing. Back tire also is just like the front. Little imperfection in the paint here. Moving on to the rear, same thing like the front bumper. It's got some age to it. The rest of the emblems look good. You got the original Rock Hill dealership it came from. This gap on this side is wide. Much wider than this side. So you do have a misaligned hood on this side. The gap is pretty decent. I would probably address that to make this car nice. A real nice car. Still not a bad car at all. A couple little flaws I'm pointing out. Going down to this quarter. This quarter's in good shape. I don't see any rust or anything. Just a solid overall car, I would say. So outside is in pretty much driver quality shape. It looks good. It's not perfect, not a show car, but it's a pretty solid driving car. We'll climb under the car, kind of see what's going on. And this is pretty clean underneath. It needs to be undercoated, but it's all original. There's no rust that I see. I bought this from one of my clients out in South Jersey. He was originally from New Hampshire. And he was in the military. Garage kept it. And traveled down here for work. And he was on, I believe, ships and stuff, and he wasn't able to keep up with the car, so that's why he sold it to us. And it was garage kept when we bought it. Oh yeah, checks out pretty good. Yeah, undercarriage looks beautiful. See a little flaw right here, but it's not, no penetration. Just on that lip right there. A little oil on the bottom of the pan. But overall, I'm definitely satisfied with this car. Let's pop open the hood and the trunk, and then we'll check the interior. All right. See if we can do this with one hand. And we can. Big boy under here. 383 AC, power brakes, power steering, and then also you got your tag right here for all you Mopar enthusiasts. See if you can see that. One thing I would recommend is a nice pressure wash to this inside. We did not wash this inside. I did not pressure wash it, but a good pressure wash would make this nice. I don't see any rust or anything here. It's got a little surface here, but nothing penetrating. Grab the keys out. See what's in this behemoth of a trunk. We get the first time, boom. I did notice a little ding here on the trunk, which I missed earlier. Okay, we got a little bit of water. I just went through here and dripped down. This was outside, but now it's in. Okay, a little bit of rust here. I'm pushing as hard as I can. It's not moving or anything, so it's pretty solid. This side, this is all solid, solid, solid. Little paint cracking here, pushing hard. This is all solid. Okay, so ideally, wire brush this all and then get that trunk paint and match that paint just like that. This paint here, and I think that would be perfect. I don't think this trunk's in bad shape at all. Up here is pretty solid. This is surface again. No rot or anything. Not bad at all. Let's see how she closes. Closes well. All right, guys, let's fire it up in a minute, but let's look inside. Let's pull this wax out. I did throw a little wax on it earlier. Okay, so door panel's in good shape. No rips, no tears. This window goes right up without problem. Let's try the little window. Little window opens up without an issue. Inside looks good. One of the flaws on the inside is the carpet has got some soft, no, it's not soft spot, but it's just a spot that's tore. This is hard as a rock, but it's tore up. Pedals look good. I don't see any rust or anything dripping down there. Seats in great shape. Little dirt, nothing. Good. One thing I will say, you need a headliner. Headliner is ripped. You're gonna need that. That's something that's definitely need to be done. Okay. I don't want to put too much force, so this one's giving a little problem. This is probably going to be just like this side where you have to help it down. And you can see this is getting stuck in here. But yeah, same thing. It's real hard. I'm not going to mess with it. I don't want it to fall down. This one does get stuck. You need to help it. So the windows need a little attention besides the driver window, because they probably use this all the time. They didn't use the other ones. Horn works, which is good. Showing 63,261 miles. Unknown if that's accurate or it's 160. That's a cold start for you. The light button is pushed out a little bit, so I just put that on. Lights work. It sounds good. Running nice and smooth. Sounds really, really good. Let's rev it up. A little squealing from one of the belts. When I drove it earlier, did not do that. I drove it this morning, bringing it here. Sat for about 8 hours and now it's got a little squeal, so see if it does it again. Right now it's going away. I don't hear it anymore. Try the wipers. Okay, wipers, I just saw that wiper move and then it stopped. And when I hit that, I see the alternator light, or the alternator gauge going down, so it's getting power. I'm not sure if it's stuck. Let's see if we can investigate real quick. I did see it move for a second. That's something that needs to be looked at. Flashers. This is dual flashers. Both are working. Left turn signal. That's working. Also the dome light's working in the rear. Right turn signal. That's working. Good. And then the AC does blow. Let's see how cold we can get it. Radio has some static. It may work. I don't feel it getting cold. It's blowing cool, but I don't feel like the compressor's coming on at all. Let's see. It's spinning. But, let's see if we can hear it. Yeah, just AC needs to be looked at, so that's another thing on your list. So biggest flaw of the car is going to be your headliner. Fix the AC and I mean you're pretty much good. You got a perfect cruiser. Alright guys, up for sale now at BobEvansClassics.com. Give us a call or go on our website. My number is 215-801-9493. Ready for a new home. Please hit the subscribe button and also follow the next video as we go on the test drive. We're not going to include it in this video, but we got a full 10-15 minute test drive. Click it next and you'll see that. Appreciate you checking this out. We'll see you on the drive.